Right, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Couple of people just expected to join, so we'll give them 30 seconds or so. We're going to do something slightly different today. If this is your first time, it won't be different for you, but if you've been on any of these before, we're going to be doing a little bit of a variation. So you're going to need something that you can hold on to. It could be a block, could be a shoe, could be an empty bottle or a book or something like that, but you just need something that you can use to hold on to. So if you haven't got it yet, go and grab something like that. Also, get your water. I've got a glass, but you might want a bottle, something like that. And make sure that your space is ready. So you've got room around you. And we'll give it another 30 seconds or so, another minute maybe, to let the other people join in. Okay, Sarah, just to let you know, we've got a few in the chat that have said that they're brothers and sisters, but I've got it about this big on my screen, so I can't read it.
I'll have a look in a moment.
Brilliant, thank you. A few more in the waiting room, just letting those in. Melanie's having some problems. Can you control the waiting room, Sarah?
Yeah, of course I can.
Smashing, so you can crack on with that. I'm going to minimize the size. Ooh. Okay, cadets, hello. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Sam. I'm the manager at Royal Docks Boat Station down in London. If this is your first time joining us, then welcome. If you've been here before, then you know what you're in for. But what this is it's some fun exercises to get your blood pumping and start to get you ready and into the habit of moving around again for when we can go boating. So we're going to focus mostly on jumping around a little bit and then doing some exercises that work on your core muscles, because these are really, really important while you're doing any of the boating activities. If you've got a strong core, everything else is going to be easier, it's going to be safer, and you're going to be able to enjoy your activities a lot more. So a couple of things to remember. I've been doing this for a little while, so I'm probably more used to it than you are. It's really important that you go at your own pace. The way that we're going to do it is I'll set a timer, we'll do a minute of activity and have a minute of rest, and then we'll carry on like that as we go through. So if you start getting tired, then by all means stop. If you need to rest longer, rest longer. I'll give you some ideas of how to make it a bit easier or a bit harder as we go through each of the activities, but it's really important that you find your own level. All right, this is about personal challenge and personal fitness. You're not in competition with anyone, it's just about getting you ready. Okay, so that's setting your own pace. Also, it's important to make sure you've got room around you. Okay, if we're doing star jumps and you're banging into stuff, then that's not okay. So we need to make sure that you've got space. If you haven't got a huge amount of space, then just do tiny little star jumps, for example. Okay, and the other thing, I mentioned it already, make sure you've got water. Hopefully you're going to get quite hot and sweaty, so have a little sip in the breaks. Okay, everybody's muted, which is brilliant. We don't need to hear all of you huffing and puffing through the session. That's my job. So you get to listen to that. If you want to put your cameras on, you can. If you want to put your cameras off, you can. It's not important. I'm not going to be looking at the screen too much while I'm doing this. Okay, but if I see you doing things that are not working, then I can sort that out for you. I'm just going to get my timer ready and then we'll be good to go. I can't remember where I put it. It's in here. Okay, so we're going to do a minute of activity and then stop, and then another minute of activity and then stop for a minute, and so on. All right, if you are ready, let's begin. We're going to start standing up. Hands out in front of you like this, and you're going to run on the spot, touching your hands to your knees. Let's go. You only have to do this for 40 seconds because I was talking for the beginning bit. Okay, we're halfway through the first minute. Last 5 seconds. And stop there. Whew. All right, that's quite a fast one to begin with. So, got a minute of resting now before we go into the next one, which are going to be jumping jacks. What I'll do between the exercises while you're resting is I'll show you what we're going to do next, and then you'll be able to get yourself ready for that. Whew, well, I'm out of breath already. And just a note, when you're drinking water throughout this, it's best to just have little sips in between. You don't want to wait halfway through and then drink all of it in one go, because it won't be much fun for you jumping around with a full belly full of water. Okay, for about 15 seconds before we're beginning the next one. So jumping jacks, you're going to start, hands down by your side, feet together, jump out, extend everything, jump back. Okay, ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Really get your hands high up at the top and your feet wider apart if you want to make it a bit more challenging. Halfway. There we go. No, I won't. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Oh, okay, 1 minute of resting. So part of the idea of this is that if you like doing this, you can use some of these exercises and come up with your own workouts that you can practice whenever you feel like it. So it's really important, if you're going to do that, that you start off with some of these that get your heart moving and your blood pumping first before you go straight into doing the other exercises. Okay, right, we've got 15 seconds. I'll show you the next one. It's dead easy. You can lie on the ground like this, lift your hips up, put your hands underneath, and then both feet together. You're going to lift them up and put them down. Now, it's important while you're doing this, you keep your belly pulled in, your belly button in, and your back pressed into the ground. Okay, let's go. Legs up, legs down. If you want to make it a little bit easier, you can put your legs on the floor in between each one. If you want to make it slightly harder, lift up your shoulders just a little bit. We're over halfway. Last 15 seconds. So you're doing great, guys. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Hopefully you're all back in school now, and you would have spent all week sitting down at a desk. So this should be a nice little change for you. Good bit of activity Okay, the next one we're going to do, starting in about 30 seconds, twisting ones. So the starting position is with your feet up, sitting up nice and straight. And what you're going to do is touch the ground on one side, touch the ground on the other side. If you want to make it easier, you can put your feet down on the ground. If you want to make it harder, straighten your legs or go faster. But remember, it's about your own pace. Okay, ready to begin in 5 seconds. Back nice and straight, sit up tall, feet up, let's go. Touch, 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 touch. One side, then the other. Throughout all of these, remember to keep your belly button pulled in, not really hard, but just a little bit. It helps to hold your body in the right shape. If you want a little more of a challenge, try and lay down slightly further. You don't have to go very far, and you should feel it really working your muscles. "20 seconds left. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. That's a particularly challenging one. Okay, the next one is going to be very similar to the leg lifts, but we're going to be kicking the legs one at a time, up and down. Well, both at the same time, but one up, one down. So you're lying on the back with your hands just underneath your hips, under your bum, and then your feet, one up, one down, like this. Okay, going to start in 10 seconds. We haven't begun yet. Missing your rest. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Kick, kick, kick. Now, if you want to, you can kick your legs up to the top and then kick them back down to the bottom. And if that's not challenging enough, you can kick them up, over to the left, and then up and over to the right, like a figure of 8. Or you can just keep them in the middle. Entirely up to you. "15 more seconds. If you need to stop, that's cool. If you're nearly there, keep going. 5 seconds. And relax. Okay, I'm going to show you the next one while you're resting. So this one, you're going to be in a low plank position. So on your toes and your forearms down on the ground like this. Knees up, hips up, and then we're going to bring the right knee to the right arm, the left knee to the left arm, like that. Ready to begin in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. One side and the other side at your own pace. Remember to keep that belly pulled in. Keep your hips up so you're not sagging in the middle. If you want to make it harder, you can go a little bit faster. although doing this for a minute is hard enough. "20 seconds left." Probably starting to feel it by now. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, for those of you that have done this before, you'll know this one. It's the resting phase. I'm going to show you now, and I'm going to stay like it for the next minute as well. But very similar position with your forearms on the ground and your elbows underneath your shoulders. But you're going to just point your toes and put your feet flat, and then just push your chest up and forwards like this. And you should feel a good stretch all down your front. We've just worked those muscles quite hard, so it's really nice to stretch them out, just give them a moment. Okay, so we're into the minute. Going to hold this position. You can also, if you imagine you're pulling your elbows back towards you and you're trying to point your chest forwards. If this feels good, you want to stay here, that's great. If you want to make it a little bit deeper, you can move your hands back, straighten your arms. Oh, there we go. Let's get a bit more of a stretch down that front. If this hurts on your lower back, which it can do sometimes, just come down to a point where it's not painful. Okay, a few seconds left, but down you come. If you want to stay in that position, if it feels good to stretch, then carry on. We've got another minute of resting just now. Okay, for these next few, time to get your prop, your book, your shoe, whatever it is that you've got. Cushion, it doesn't have to be heavy. It's just going to be something to hold on to. Okay, so I'll show you, you've got 20 seconds there. You're going to take your prop and just put it between your knees and hold it with your knees. Okay, and then the position we're going to be in is just sitting up nice and tall, lean back, lift your feet up. You've got your prop in between your knees. And then your arms are going to go parallel like this. Okay, got a minute, let's go. So into that position, you're just going to hold it to start with. Nice long spine, straight in the spine. Make sure your chin is tucked in and in line. Okay, that's 15 seconds. Nose and toes should be about level with each other. When we get to 30 seconds, what we're going to do is lower down. There's 30 seconds there. Lower down almost to the floor and then come back up again slowly. If that's too much, don't worry about it, but do give it a go. Down and up. If this is all a bit much and you just want to put your feet down, you can do that. Otherwise, down, back up, last 10 seconds. Might get another one of those in. And back up. 3, 2, 1. And we're resting. Keep this nearby. We're going to use it for the next one. Okay, for this next one, you're going to need a bit of space above your head and by your feet. All right, so I'll show you what it is. We're going to start holding the prop between your hands like that, and you're going to lie flat on the ground, touch the floor, and then you're going to lift your feet up, pass your prop to your feet, lie down again, and then pass it back to your hands. So you're going to tap your prop on the floor above your head, pass it to your feet, tap it on the floor by your feet. Okay, ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Down, tap, up, tap, swap, tap. Ooh. That's halfway. Wherever you're at, you're doing really well. I didn't make that one. Okay, 5 seconds left, but I'm done. Whew. Any of you did that for a whole minute, well done. That was hard work. Okay, we're going to use it for one more, and then we'll be finished with the prop. Okay, 30 seconds to go. I'll show you what we're going to do. So for this one, it's going to be similar to the one we were just doing, but put this between your knees again, and you're going to hold it there, and then you're just going to bring your hands just behind where your ears are, and you're going to bring up, touch your left elbow to your right knee, come down, and then your right elbow to your left knee. Now, don't worry about actually touching, but just reach towards it. So you're going to be sitting up a little bit and twisting your body. Okay, keep the fingertip pressure very light. So you're just touching your head up and to the side, up and to the side. Whoa. Last 15 seconds. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Oh. And we're done. Put your prop to the side. I'm just going to go and fill up my water glass. Okay, got about 20 seconds left. This next one is going to be a slight variation. So sit with your feet flat on the floor and your arms just resting on top of your knees. We're going to come down till your hands are where your knees are. Then I'm going to put my left hand on my right knee and come up to the side and then down and swap. So my right hand's on my left knee. That's a minute. Let's go. Up and turn. Up and turn. Up and turn. If you want to make it harder, then you can go a little bit further down and then come up. If you want to make it easier, don't go up and down quite as far. Last 5 seconds. That's it, we're done. At the top. 1 minute of resting. We've done quite a lot of working on the front of the body and on the side. So the next few things, we're going to work on the back of your body. So the core is this whole bit around the middle, front, back and sides. Ah, it's my dog. Okay, so for these next few, we're going to be lying down on our bellies. I'll show you the position before we start. Okay, so you're going to be down on your belly like this, arms just somewhere near your head or your shoulders. And when it comes to 5 seconds time, we're going to lift up. 3, 2, 1. Lift your chest up off of the floor like this. Okay, up, 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 and then down, up, breathe out, go down, breathe in, come up, stay there. Now, lift your feet up behind you as well. See how high you can go, and reach your hands down towards your feet. Hold that position, and then lay down again, and lift everything up. And down, lift everything up. Now you can carry on doing this, or if you want an extra challenge, you're going to bring your heels up towards your bum, hold on to your ankles, lift everything up, and push, push, push your feet away. See how high you can get your chest. Last 5 seconds. And relax. Oh. Okay, got a minute of resting. Okay, this next exercise, going to have a couple of options. So I'll show you first, I'll show you the difficult way, and then I'll show you the easy way. So we're going to be in a plank position like this. And what we're going to do is lift up the left hand and the right foot, and then place them down and swap over. Right hand, left foot. That's going to be really hard for you to balance. So if you need to, you can go down on your hands and knees, and then you lift up exactly the same way, but you're going to have a bit more of a stable foundation from your legs. Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1, up into a plank, one arm, one leg, one arm, one leg. Carry on at your own pace. But when you've got your arms and legs up, really think about stretching as long as you can get. If you fall over, that's good. Shows you're really challenging yourself. Just over halfway. Last 10 seconds. And we're done. Come down for a rest. Okay. This next one, it's going to be the last of the challenging ones. And then the rest are going to be a bit more balancy, a little bit more stable. But for this next one, going to lie on your back with your knees bent at a 90-degree angle, arms up, and you're going to try and lift your shoulders straight up towards the ceiling. Okay, 1 minute. Let's go. Last 15 seconds. You got this, guys. Keep going. Oh, and rest there. Okay, this next one is a standing up one. It's really going to try your balance. So the position is going to be standing on one leg, arms out to the side. Then you're going to tilt forwards till you're flying like an aeroplane. I'm on my right foot. I'm going to touch my right foot with my left hand, and then my right hand, come up, swap, and I'm going to touch my left foot with my right hand, and then my left hand, and swap. Okay, we're into a minute. Let's go. So all the way forwards. If you need to bend your leg, it can help with your balance. If you end up hopping around the place, that's all good too. But really lean forward as far as you can. Twist, twist, swap, twist, twist, swap. Anyone fallen over yet, or is it just me? Definitely better on my right foot than I am on my left. Okay, that's it. 1 minute, well done. Okay, 30 seconds left of the rest. I'll show you the next one. So for this one, you're going to stand towards one end. You're going to clasp your hands together like this, like a pistol. So I'm going to step forwards with my right foot. So my knee is almost touching the floor at the back. Twist to the right, twist to the left, step back up again. Swap sides, left foot forwards, twist left, twist right, step up. You ready? In 3, 2, 1. Forwards, twist, twist, step up. Other side, twist, twist, step up. Any James Bond fans, you'll know where this idea came from. Five seconds left. Time for one more. And we're done. Good minute of resting here. It's 5:10. Good. Loads of time left. Okay, I think you're all doing really well. So we're going to give you a slight challenging one. So what time do we finish? It's due to finish at 5:30. If you need to go before then, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so this next one, we're going to start in 10 seconds. So I'll explain now. You're going to lift up your feet just off the floor and you're going to roll over onto one side without touching the floor. Come back to the middle, roll over to the other side like that. Okay, 1 minute of doing that. Let's go. So hands and feet off the floor, roll over onto your hip. Try not to let your shoulders touch the ground or your feet touch the ground. Back to the center and over to the other side. This one gives you a really good massage in your glutes. Whoa. Over, center, over the other way. Last 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, you can lie down, ready for the next one, and just make sure that your back is nice and straight. Lay your hands down next to you and just bring your heels so that they're just touching where your fingertips are. Okay, shoulders down, hands flat, feet flat, and then the movement's just going to be from here, lifting up from the tailbone, which is the bottom of your spine. You're going to roll all the way up as high as you can push your hips, and then from the top roll all the way down. Okay, let's go. Back up, all the way up and back down, back up, back down. You can do that 2 more times, all the way up and all the way down. Okay, this time when you get to the top, hold it there. You're going to just clasp your hands together if you want to underneath you and sort of push your shoulders down a little bit further, and you should be able to lift your hips a little bit higher. For extra challenge, lift your toes up and give those a wiggle, and if you want more, straighten one leg, put it back down and straighten the other leg, put it back down. But the main thing here is just pushing your hips as high as you can. Okay, that's our minute. So roll back down, let your hands go. Oh, have a nice little rest here. I think after doing that, it feels really nice to just stretch as long as you can go, like a pencil. Okay, we've done most of the hard work now. We're just going to do a few little relaxing twists to stretch ourselves out and get ready for the rest of your evening. So for this one, you want to be sitting up nice and tall, legs out straight in front of you. Going to bring my right foot up, swap it to the other side, so it's on the outside of my left leg. My right hand goes behind me, left arm comes up, and your elbow just catches your knee, and then you're going to open your shoulders, look behind you, and get a twist all the way up your spine. Imagine that you're twisting your body around a pole. Feels really good here to breathe deeply into your belly. Let that move in and out, and it kind of squishes all your insides. Feels really good. Okay, gently let all that go. Come back to the middle. We're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So left foot up, cross it over your right leg, left hand behind you, right hand up, elbow to your knee, and then twist yourself around, looking over your left shoulder. And let all that go. Come back to the center. Might just want to give yourself a little jiggle and a wiggle there. Now, gonna sit up nice and tall. There's no point resting here because we're not doing any exercises really. Nice and tall, as high as you can get your head. Pull your toes towards your knees so your feet are flexed, and then you're just gonna, as tall as you can, lean forwards. Okay. If your hands come to your shins, that's great. You can hold on there. You might be able to reach your toes. You might be able to reach your feet. But what you want to try and do is stay as tall as you can and fold yourself from the waist forwards. And then just wherever you get to, that's great. You want to relax where you are. Breathe in, get taller. Breathe out, relax. Okay, breathe in, come back up tall, and just shuffle forwards a little. I'm going to hold on to your knees here and come back and just roll up and down along your spine a little bit. Now, those of you that are quite bendy still, you might want to flop all the way over and touch the ground behind you with your toes. Make sure if you're doing that, you keep your neck straight. If it hurts, don't do it. And then roll all the way up to sitting. Okay. You'll be very pleased to hear that that is that. So thank you very much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you've worn yourself out enough that you'll sleep well this evening. I'm going to have a look. There's loads of stuff in the chat. So let me just get my glasses. If there's any questions that people had that I can answer for you now. So Jonathan Dow hiding somewhere. When do we finish? Okay, so it's all people asking questions. Fantastic. Just to let you know, we don't have any more of these planned at the moment. If it's something that you enjoyed and you wanted to do more of, let us know and we can sort it out for you. Okay, we do what you guys need us to do. So see here, the last one last Friday was not cancelled. It did go ahead. So sorry if you missed that. If you want to do it again, then just let us know. I'm going to find, I've got a link here. Just give me a moment and I'll put it in there. 1 second. Yeah, so I'm finding a link to a quick feedback form where you can say how it was. Let us know if it worked, if it was easy, if it was too difficult. If you want to do more, there's your place to give us the information in there. Okay. So Jack, I don't know what the issue was last week. If you tried to use the same link, then it wouldn't have worked because I set up different Zoom meeting each time. So if you try to use the last one, it wouldn't work. You have to get the fresh link each time. So when you get booked onto Westminster by your unit, they'll be able to see the joining instructions, and the link for the call is in that joining instructions. Okay, so you need to just make sure that your unit are booking you onto the correct one. So who am I and where am I from? My name's Sam Saunders and I'm from Royal Docks Boat Station, which is one of the boat stations down in London. If you ever come to Nationals, then that's where it is, on the big docks there. Okay, it's really important now that you guys get some water, get some food, make sure you eat, you know, those nice leafy vegetables, maybe a bit of chicken or something like that. Your muscles have worked hard. You need to give them the fuel that they need to recover. Okay. Okay. My name's Sam. You can pop that into your things. Sam Saunders. Okay, I think I'm going to have a lie down after that. But there we go. Hopefully you've all enjoyed it. It definitely is going to help you when you can get back in the boat. You're going to be ready for action. How do I spell my surname? Okay, I'm just going to put it in the meeting notes. There you are. If you're a paddler and you want to do some more of these that are specific for paddling, British Canoeing on their YouTube channel have got loads of exercises that you can do. You might recognize some of them. I'm not claiming that I made all these up myself. I definitely borrowed them from other places. So you can go and have a look on the British Canoeing YouTube channel. There are hundreds and hundreds of people that do this sort of stuff. So if it is enjoyable and you want to do more, by all means, crack on, have a look around. And I'd recommend that you try all different ones until you find something that you like, something that's fun, and something that is at your level. Okay. I'll put that in the chat for you. Okay. There you are. All right. I think that's it, unless anyone has got any more questions. No, in that case, thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you want us to do more, we'll put some more on, but you've got to let us know. All right. Bye-bye.